Alright, welcome back everyone. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how we draw our realistic hair. Alright, please stay tuned as much as you can. So for this we're going to need our 2B pencil as we've already done. Need our charcoal pencil as much as we can. We're going to need our dust, our charcoal block and our dust as well. We're going to need your brush too. We're going to need your brush too, very key, and your blending stump. Yeah, and your blending stump. So have all these materials ready beside you. If you don't have enough to get them, use whatever materials and also your mono zero eraser. So first of all, the first trick or the first thing that we normally do in this kind of drawing is that for these braids here, you can see they're still in straight line. They don't look like hairs yet. So what you have to do is that you draw like lines of T, the letter T on the braid. So you start here, so you draw one, then draw a T here. You can see, so you draw from the last point, you draw another one, draw a T, one, T. So you just do so all through. Simple. So okay, let's see if we can do this opposite way. T, T. Alright, now we've gotten to this point. What you're going to do now is that at this point where the lines are straight, you curve them a bit. So we have our T here. So you curve it to look like a braid. So you curve this point, join both of them, or curve it a bit. Now we have not we haven't drawn the details in yet, but it's already looking like a braided hair. Okay, now so we have our drawing at this point. Now here comes the tricky part, a little tricky part. So you can do this with any pen. So what I advise is that you take a pen, all right, you drain out the ink from it, drain out the ink from it, the point where when it's writing you don't see any lines, you don't see anything. All right, so if you have this pen, for this, for mine it stopped working, so the ink in it doesn't matter, but drain out the ink and make sure. So what you're going to do now is that you're going to draw little lines in between these braids. Can you see the braids? So you just keep going through this way, draw little lines in between the braids. Yes, at first it might not seem as if you're doing anything serious, but trust me, you will see the results once we're done. So keep drawing the lines. Alright, so once you've done that, so the next thing now, we take our charcoal pencil and we'll dive in. we start our shading. And the more we shade, remember how we were going to we're using our hairs. These are hairs, so we're going with dark tones. The more we shade, then you will see those little things that you did that didn't seem right at first. Trust me. Sorry about the shaky cam. Alright, so we got into this part. So now we're going to what? Shade the hair. Now what I want you to see is that when you start shading it, you will notice that there are some lines in between like we did here. Just notice that as you're shading, you just start seeing those highlight lines that we fixed there, even without knowing. Though you are shading with all your might, but you can still see that the lines are still showing forth with little effort. This is the hack that you can use to draw braids. Little to no effort. So you do this all through. Alright, so once you've gotten to this final level, so what you just do is you take your mono zero eraser, I call it precision eraser, then your highlights, you mark them out. Like at this point now, where we have our highlights here, you mark them out so that you can look a bit more realistic. Just mark them out. Hairs and strands. So next now we're going to what start shading our ear. All right, then progress toward the forehead. So what we're doing now is just you reinforce your outlines one more time with your 2B pencil. And now that that is done, you blend and you start your